It's round 10 of the full Send SuperSpeedway Series, and the first. What the fuck? Why are you laughing? It's round 10 of the full Send SuperSpeedway Series, and the first race of the playoffs. We're having a terrible death here at the end of the practice, so I'll just skip to the chase. I am lead broadcaster and Page. I'm joined by Mason Moriarty, and Mason, with these cars, the old damage model, they're very hard to get the draft. What do you think the strategy is going to be for these racers here to conquer the Talladega?
I'm not entirely sure. I haven't driven these cars a lot on plate racing, but from what I have done in little sessions here and there with these cars at Daytona and Talladega, is really knowing how to work the draft. You have to learn how to back up properly and get a run, because you're not just going to get a run staying full throttle behind the guy in front of you. You've got to manage the draft, manage the gap, that rubber band effect that we talk about on these plate tracks with the draft, and really knowing how to use your car and the aerodynamics to your advantage.
Yeah, so qualifying's getting underway, and with this being the first race of the playoffs, who's your favorite to take home the championship in the 1/124 scale diecast of your choice from Spoiler Diecast?
I think my pick's gonna be Daniel Mosteller. It might seem a bit bandwagon, but he's really good at managing draft and working the cars in the draft, and these cars are super heavy on that. So I think this plays right into his niche.
Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna go with Jacob Wilkerson. He is he's won basically like a third of the races this year, something like that, and he's gotten the pole in like half of them. So as we watch qualifying here, I think Wilkerson's gonna go pole. And Maximilian isn't in the session, so you can't choose him. Who do you have for pole?
For pole, I have Jacob Wilkerson. He's been on pole for probably 2/3 of the season. It's kind of absurd.
Yeah, well, listen to him in this Chevrolet SS. This thing it has the same sound file as the COT, and the Ford sounds absolutely disgusting. So listen to the sound. This is gross. Hate the Ford. But the Chevy, listen to that thing. Listen to the thing purr. Damn! So, Alexander Balderas on the track right now on the Jimmy Johnson car. No John Smith fart balls in the number 48. It's gonna be Balderas here in the 48 machine. We'll see if he can choke this one away, as he's done recently in the past with super speedway races. Josh Kenyon. See if we can. Did he win this year already? I can't remember.
I can't remember. I kind of came in mid-season, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got Corey Lyles out on the track right now. Jonathan Ledger's P1 right now on the board. So my name gets reset. Beautiful Dodge Mopar Ford right there. So Jonathan Ledger P1 right now. Could have a Jonathan Ledger win incoming.
I'd hope so. That'd be really cool to see.
Yeah, Ledger's still first, but all these people are on their outlaps, and Ledger's actually trying.
Wilkerson's in the 3 right now on his flyer. So we'll see what he can do with this lap. Josh Kenyon at the top of the board with a 52.206, 2/10 ahead of Jonathan Ledger. Lyles goes P2 with a 2:13. Jackson Carr goes P1 with 1:75. Ooh, I should have picked Jackson.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was in your Jackson. Yeah. Jackson's he's always strong in the qualifying, but
Jonathan Ledger crossing the line here, or Jacob Wilkerson, and he goes 1:74, beating Jackson Carr out by 1,000th of a second.
Wow. Beautiful pink car here for Jackson Carr, but he's celebrating P2. Jacob Wilkerson is P1, believe it or not. James Thurston's out on the racetrack though. He's
Frank DeAngelis goes P3 with a 52.200.
Frank, I think this is Frank's first start, and he's also definitely one to watch with Jackson right here. They're second and third. Here comes Thurston. He's on his flyer. We can ride with him.
Balderas goes P5 with a 2.54, probably last of everyone who has hit their flyer so far.
Oh, Mosteller ties with Jackson Carr. Oh my God.
Mosteller, he's gonna get P2 from Jackson Carr though because of points. So tied for second with a 1.75. So we'll see what James Thurston can do with his lap.
Pole sitter with a 52.175, Mosteller with a 52.176, Jackson Carr with the 52.176. That's for a field of 16 cars. That's about as close as you can get. Here comes Thurston though. Maybe he's gonna.
I think Thurston will put it P4 in between DeAngelis and Jackson.
Right here, he is
James Thurston goes top of the boards.
What a lap.
52.146 by a quarter of a tenth of a second over Jacob Wilkerson. That's pretty surprising if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Balderas still out on track right now, but he's absolutely junked in turn 1. Connor Asbell and in the trial right here on his second lap.
Average throttle moment.
Average throttle moment right there. What the 72 is using the apron for half of the tri-oval here, crossing the line.
Does.
And he goes nowhere.
I think that was his third lap. He was just running a fun
driving
lap.
around. Okay, so 4 minutes and 32 seconds. We're just waiting for Gavin Austin and Mitchell Armstrong and Cooper Furry Glick and Will Shack to hit that nice ready to race button. I wish they would do that because now we have to sit here and idly talk for 4 minutes.
So let's make some guesses. Who do you think is gonna cause the first caution?
James Thurston.
He's stuck. Oh.
Is he gonna get it? He's trying to do the glitch.
No. You know, he's high centered.
He's high centered. That's unfortunate. Gotta get some traction with that left rear.
Oh, he's rocking it. He's rocking it. He's getting close.
All
right. So River Page, who is your pick to cause the first caution?
Well, we got some aggressors in the front of the field right now. Jackson Carr, Frank DeAngelis are known terrorists in super speedway races, so I wouldn't be shocked to see one of them up there.
I don't think you can say that.
Absolutely turning someone on the front row. So Thurston and Wilkerson, be warned. There's very dangerous criminals behind them.
My pick is starting P8. For no particular reason, I'm picking Alexander Balderas. For no particular reason at all. You know, he seems to be just an absolute super speedway ace. You know, I'm kidding. He's definitely gonna kill someone.
Okay, well, you heard it here first. Alexander Balderas is gonna kill someone.
Let's not forget Daniel Mosteller backing out of a $100 donation last week. He made a deal. So we don't like him up here in the FTM booth. He said that if he won, he was going to donate $100 to the FTM booth. David Kreutz was in the chat. He was excited. I asked Mosteller, "You're gonna go back on that if you win?" And he said, "Nope, I'm a man of my word." Quote, "I'm a man of my word." He won, and he let David Kreutz's dreams die, and he went back on his word. So up here in the FTM booth, we have a disliking towards Daniel Mosteller now.
Wow. So personal beef between certain people in the booth and Mosteller and Balderas.
Not certain people in the booth; it's the booth in general.
Yeah, you know that's true. So Mosteller one to watch for. If David Kreutz was in this race, there would be some targeting going on right now. But we got 1 minute 45 seconds left. I don't think anyone else is gonna set a lap. It looks like Thurston's gonna be on the pole. Gavin Austin, Mitchell Armstrong, Cooper Glick, and Will Shack still do not plan on setting laps, but they just want us to sit here and be tortured with talking.
Yeah, they're being mean.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible. What do we do?
Let's take some more guesses. Who do you think is gonna lead lap 1?
I know. What?
Who do you think is gonna lead lap 1?
I think we'll see James Thurston hold that lead. But you know, I just remembered that Mosteller wanted an interview during qualifying, so
we'll give him one.
If we could go ahead and pull Mosteller in here because my Discord's too small.
I got you. Daniel Mosteller, you're up here in the FTM booth. You said you wanted an interview during qualifying. We kind of forgot about it, so we're catching you at the end.
I was definitely. Oh my gosh! I almost said something really bad. Hi.
All right. Well, what did you want to say?
Got my bird with me. It's good luck charm. This combo blows. I'm I'm not gonna make it next week, so I'm gonna go full send here.
Yeah.
Me minor, Austin Dodge Mopar. This
You're
race
not
is
a
too
man.
long.
You're not a man of your word.
I know. I'm a bad boy.
Ooh.
Yeah, 47 laps. That's 27 laps too many. I love Kreutz. I love you
Yeah,
guys for
I love
broadcasting,
Kreutz.
I don't think Kreutz
I don't
loves
believe
you
you.
anymore.
and I hate all my competitors.
Okay, thank you for your time, Demos. Good luck.
Oh,
Thank you.
wait. Can you get your bird to say something? I heard it in the background.
Hold up.
Interesting.
Aw.
Interesting.
Aw.
Interesting language. Word.
The bird taking shots at Alexander Balderas.
Oh, it's flying!
And the bird
It's flying!
The bird says, quote, Alexander Balderas is a terrorist.
Okay, so we should talk to Balderas before we get the grid on the screen here.
Yeah, most
Alexander
definitely.
Balderas, you're in the booth. Daniel Mosteller's bird was just quoted saying, Alexander Balderas is a terrorist. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse on stream.
You're
but,
not.
You're not. You can't unless you're
So-
John Smith Fartballs.
Alexander
I-
Balderas, are you looking for redemption after last night's choke in NR Night in America?
Dude, I expletive flipped up in the air. It was crazy.
It was crazy how you threw that race away
Wow,
5 different times.
Wow.
5 different
Wow,
times you
okay,
threw that away.
Okay. Let's bring it back on topic. Balderas, you're starting from the 8th position here. We already heard from some people in the broadcast booth to be wary of you coming from the middle of the pack. What's your strategy for getting up to the front?
Well, no one knows how to use the Gen 6. Mason, I'm sure you're gonna be calling every shot and when every wreck is, because you're stupid good at these cars. Remember when you used to do sessions with these all the time? You'd block me, and it's so annoying, but you're just way too good at it. But
Yeah, I
so-
kind of wish I could race this, but
I know, honestly. But, to kind of get a little off topic, when Demos was about to get interviewed, I'm pretty sure he, there's no other way to say this. He called his bird a fat ass, but I think it's pretty funny.
whoa, you're not allowed to say that. We
I know,
heard the bird
I know.
calling some shots towards you.
I know,
Obviously
I
upset
know,
with you, your performance last night in NR Night in
Yeah,
America.
well, I hope it falls down the stairs, but,
So, Throttle, what is your plan if you are running P1 in the trial and someone makes a move outside of you?
Oh, I'm just gonna block it again.
That's
I
not.
don't
I'm gonna give you some friendly advice, Throttle.
know. It's not
Don't
the move. I
hold
know.
the yellow
it's not,
line, Throttle.
It's not the move. I know. If it's most
Please,
again, I'm just gonna
Throttle.
put him in the wall.
Please, Throttle. Don't put him in the wall because you tried to do that last night and ended up with you upside down.
Yeah, well, if I end up upside down again, I'm fine with that.
Throttle, I want you to win, bro. Please.
I know.
Please.
I know.
I want you to win, man. I want you to win. I'm getting sick and tired of having to yell at you for throwing all these races away.
Hey, but 8 seconds not terrible. And
Yeah,
it's not.
but
It's
it's
not
not
a win.
Seconds,
But
seconds terrible
we
for
gotta
how
get
many
we
chances
gotta-
you had to
guys,
win that.
We've got
That's
half a
true.
lap. We gotta get Balderas
Alright,
back up in the
all right.
booth. So
well,
thank you for your
thank
time
you.
and good luck.
Yeah, thanks you guys.
Okay, so let's get the roads up on the screen quick here before we get the show underway. James Thurston on the pole, 52.147. Stole the glory from Jacob Wilkerson, 52.175. Wilkerson starts second. 1/1000th of a second behind him is Mosteller with a 1.76, and Jackson Carr tied with Mosteller in fourth. Frank DeAngelis with a 52.2 flat, and alongside him is Josh Kenyon, 6/1000ths of a second behind him in sixth. Then we have Corey Lyles in the number with a 52.213, and Balderas in number 95 with a 52.254. Starting ninth, Connor Aswell with a 52.270, and Jonathan Ledger rounding up the top 10 with a 52.406.
Starting 11th, we have Oliver Quinney and with a 52.413. Starting 12th, Michael Deitch with a 52.480. 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th, we've got Gavin Austin, Cooper Glick, Will Shack, and Mitchell Armstrong, who did not set a lap.
All right, here we go. 47 laps. So, like normal, they can make it on fuel. It's gonna be all about getting up to the front. I think with this cars, in my personal experience, it's very hard to build up runs. So, I think track position is key for these guys, and with Talladega qualifying is, they've all got fast race cars up here in the front. So, let's get going. Boogity boogity boogity. Green flag is out, and James Thurston leads the field to green.
James Thurston and Jacob Wilkerson dead even at the start, both with help from Daniel Mosteller and Jackson Carr, both even. All the lines kind of holding up even. The top 6 all side by side. We'll see who can get this run off of turn number 2.
Yeah, still dead even right now. Wilkerson's edging ahead by maybe 5/1000ths of a second. Thurston gets a heck of a shot from Mosteller. Well, not really a heck of a shot, but Mosteller's going to push it back out in front. See Frank DeAngelis in the Smosh machine there, number 69, up into 5th, and he is moving that bottom lane. It's just Jackson and Wilkerson all by themselves, and they're dropping like stones up on the top.
We saw the same thing last week. Mosteller pushing James Thurston early, and it ended up with Thurston head-on in the outside wall, coming across the line on lap 3. So we'll see if we get a little bit of deja vu here, or if Daniel Mosteller cannot jump James Thurston.
Yeah, well, Thurston leads lap 1. Mosteller is going to fall off of his rear bumper here a little bit, but still just absolutely pushing as hard as he can.
Wilkerson gets down in front of Lyles, and that leaves the 5 of Jackson Carr completely alone on the outside. The whole field, except for him, is single file on the bottom, basically. He's really side drafting Corey Lyles hard to try to get a run and maybe drop in front of him, but I just don't think it's going to work. I think he's going to have to drop back all the way behind Balderas.
200 miles an hour.
Oh, did you see Balderas?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Just about spun himself completely by himself.
Lyles and Jackson Carr trying to kill each other there as well.
Mosteller's through the grass.
Oh my God!
He's come back up on the track. He's spinning
happening?
out. I have no clue what just happened with Mosteller.
Did he save it? What's going on? I was trying to look at what Balderas did.
See, he blinked out off of 4.
So he's blinked
out. And I'm guessing DeAngelis turned him when he was blinked out.
Oh yeah, so he's like lagged out the whole time.
Yeah, that's back up at the front. Frank DeAngelis is leading now. James Thurston is P4. Now Wilkerson goes up to the top. He's going to take the lead away from Frank DeAngelis with help from Corey Lyles and Jackson Carr. It's crazy how things can turn around in a blink of an eye here at Talladega. We looked at the replay to see what happened to Mosteller, and just like that, the leader is now P5 in less than a lap, and we've got the person who was running P5 in the lead now.
Yeah, well, now Wilkerson's back up into the front, and we would expect him to stay up here, but that top lane has got some momentum. They're 4x4, and then there's 2 packs of 2, and Mosteller lost the giraffe back there. Cooper Glick is the only other car behind him, so just this pack up here, the lane's pretty even off of 2. Wilkerson has the lead by about a car length, but Corey Lyles is going to get a huge push from Jackson Carr. And he's going to try and take the lead down into turn 3, but Wilkerson has a lot of help from DeAngelis, and I think he's just going to keep it now. Those guys get off of the top lane, and now the top lane is going to start to fall back. It seems like the more cars you have in one lane, the quicker it is, because now the bottom lane has all those cars, and the top is just dropping off.
Yeah, I think if you can get 3 or 4 cars up in that top lane that are all working together well, I think you can make some good headway. But like we see here with 2 cars, it's just not enough with how dominant that inside line is. Unless you're a really good pusher like someone like Thurston or Wilkerson that really knows how to push, you're going to be stuck all alone on the outside if it's just you and one other person.
Yeah, see Jackson trying to get down, getting a bunch of side draft there off of, I think, of the 73 of Oliver Quinney. And now he goes back to the top, and now him and Lyles have a little bit of help from the 72 of Asbel, but they're still really not making anything happen here. Wilkerson and DeAngelis 200 miles an hour into turn 3.
See if Lyles is going to get inside, so now Jackson Carr is completely hung out on the outside again, but he gets in line behind the 73.
Yeah, see the field now freight training single file, very boring racing here. We'll see if anyone tries to make a move, but there's really not enough cars up in this front pack to have anything happen.
Yeah, I think right now they're just biding their time. There's no need to junk your car this early in the race. Lap 6, you got a pit stop ahead of you. Only 2 fast repairs, and with the way this damage model is for this car, any amount of damage is just going to hinder your car speed a whole lot. So there's just no point in racing super hard and wrecking the whole field this early.
Yeah, you see there's still single file. Oh my goodness, the 73 on the apron, so even when they're single file,
really loose.
we see some drivers having a tough time holding their line. See, Cooper Glick, their lap car, already has some damage on his left front, so I'm not sure what happened to him. He was out of the draft by the end of the first lap, I think. That second pack is trying to make something happen. Now Lyles and Quinney go top, but Quinney...
Here comes Frank DeAngelis, gonna throw a big block. And Wilkerson goes up the block. He's not clear on the inside. Three wide for the lead now. Wilkerson kind of like put himself in the middle and got himself hung out. This is going to be bad news for Corey Lyles, though, because he's going to be stuck on the outside with only one car. Both of these two-car groups on the outside, I think, are just going to fall back right now.
Yeah, now that gives DeAngelis the lead back and Thurston back up into second, so I guess they can still race pretty hard with this 8-car pack, and that's going to allow some of these guys behind them to start catching up. It was a good move by DeAngelis, kind of faked him out, and then Wilkerson just tried to get himself turned with that block, but see, I mean, he gave DeAngelis some front end damage, but it obviously is not affecting him right now. Still hanging on to the lead right here. 7 full laps completed, and DeAngelis will be the leader of the top lane, trying to fight back. Wilkerson's kind of running up. He doesn't really have that much momentum, but now he's going to get even with Thurston. Yeah, all that side draft there off of turn 2. I think Wilkerson might be able to take it back down the backstretch.
Yeah, I was talking about how you can only do so much with 2 cars, and we saw that happening. And then the 73 jumped up, and he didn't even get to Jackson Carr. He was just up there, kind of shortening the bubble to Jackson Carr's car. And we just saw how much momentum the 43 and the 5 got on these leaders on the bottom. And I think that's all it takes is another car being up there and getting you a little bit of momentum. And Wilkerson's great at plate racing. You can see him getting down, side drafting the car on his inside, and then going back up and getting help from Jackson Cars. He's going to lead that lap, I believe. And here he goes to the lead now with just 1 car behind him.
Yeah, the bottom like kind of fell apart. One car kind of dropped back a little bit and lost the lane pack. I'm not sure what happened. That's Corey Lyles, who fell back to Deitch and Ledger. So maybe those guys, now that they have 3 cars, can make something happen. Oh! Jackson almost gets turned by the 72.
What a save! The 72 and the 73 kind of both got into each other, and that just put the 72 up into the 5, kind of off-centered, and almost turned Jackson Carr. But that's going to give the inside the break it needs. That little break of momentum to the back of Wilkerson's bumper is gonna completely kill that outside lead now.
Yeah, you see these guys still side by side. The 72 in the back of this lead pack, decide what lane to go with. It seems like the top could be faster if they could just get hooked up, but they keep making little mistakes like that. And now Wilkerson and Jackson are going to drop back to a fourth and 6th. DeAngelis continues to lead. Daniel Mosteller is, I don't know what he's doing. He is way down. Oh my goodness, where is he going? He's torpedoing across the track.
He's staying high now.
Yeah, he's gonna get out of the way. Oh my God, no, he isn't. Oh, where's he going?
He's playing some games. I'm not sure what's going on.
Looks like he got out of the way fine there on the gopher cam. There's a come up before Thurston makes his move high. DeAngelis can't block it, and now Wilkerson's gonna push Thurston, and Jackson's gonna follow him. That's gonna give the top lane the momentum it needs to give Thurston the lead. And Wilkerson might take second. He's not quite clear of him, but now the bottom lane falls apart. It's only 2 cars versus the 5 on the top. So Thurston gets down and leaves Wilkerson out, but 5's still trying to push him.
Not sure why he would do that, really. The momentum was clearly in the top lane. Now he's just going to get passed by Wilkerson.
Yeah, I see Jacob trying to make that top lane work, and he's got a bit of momentum, but DeAngelis gets hooked up on the back of Thurston's bumper, starts to push him away a little bit. They're basically even for the lead. Wilkerson trying to get on his door and side draft him through the corner, but the 69 doing a fantastic job of pushing it. Now the top lane just has 2 cars. See Mosteller, the lap car, leading that second pack of 8th on back. They're starting to fall off really bad. Jonathan Ledger almost lost the draft there from that second pack, and Connor Asbell's now fallen off of this lead pack. So it seems like if you just have a little hiccup, these guys push, they're just going to drive away from you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of it's really easy to lose the draft with these cars. Like I said, the draft isn't very strong, so if you're the last car, there's nothing keeping you secure from losing the pack, and you need to stay up on someone's rear bumper to make sure you have as much draft as you can, just so that you don't lose the pack alone. And I think we're going to keep seeing it throughout this whole race. I mean, this lead pack started out after the initial lap with probably like 8 cars, and now we're down to 6.
Yeah, it might have
So
been more than that, but now, like you said, only 6 of the 72 is definitely not going to come back there. He's 7/10 off of a Quinny and Carr. Those 2 cars in the back, the top lane trying to make something happen, but there's just literally not enough people to get the top lane to work. And it's just going to be a back and forth if that guy in the back, I think the 73 Quinny, tries to make something happen, but Jackson's doing an okay job of pushing Wilkerson, probably the best that he can do, but it's just 2 cars and they really can't do anything. And the 69 of DeAngelis is just keeping Thurston afloat up in the lead.
yeah, here comes Frank DeAngelis going to the top. That's going to give the outside a whole nother game. Wilkerson's going to be able to push Frank. Oh, you see the 73 getting loose on the side of the 5. Frank DeAngelis back to the lead. You can see all it takes is one more car, and that outside just gets a bunch of momentum as he drops down in front of Thurston, and inevitably this outside is just going to go right back to the back of this pack.
Yeah, well, the 73 moves up, so maybe no.
Wilkerson doing a good job of side drafting Thurston. Here comes Jackson Carr with the push. They might actually get the lead back here in turn 3. He's not going to clear him. Didn't have enough momentum.
Yeah, no, 73 kind of fell off his bumper, and they lost that run down to 6 cars, and it seems like that 73 in the back is going to be the next one to go. He's all over the place, trying to stay afloat. You see Michael Deitch has lost the draft from the second pack. Jonathan Ledger has lost the draft from him. Balderas and Will Shack are 11th and 12th, 15 seconds behind the field. So I'm not quite sure what happened to them.
Frank DeAngelis is about to wreck the field. He saw a bit of a momentum with Wilkerson and Jackson Carr. He went up to block and he changed his mind. He went back down, and Thurston was almost at the corner of his bumper. He's gonna go up and block it at a 2 again.
Yeah, he's
Wilkerson's just gonna push him. Wilkerson's clear of Thurston. It's gonna be interesting to see whether he goes down with DeAngelis or he's gonna stay up with Jackson Carr. And he's gonna go down.
Jackson's gonna get left out. Now Wilkerson moves up.
Wilkerson's going back up.
Frank and Wilkerson have had some incidents in the Inter-Night in America. You know, we talked about Balderas choking that race, and something was overshadowed was the 69 of DeAngelis absolutely destroying Jacob Wilkerson on the last restart they had in that racer. He just absolutely put him in the wall and destroyed his car. So those two don't like each other very much. I talked to Frank pre-race, and his goal for this race was to wreck Jacob Wilkerson again. So we'll see if he is. Oh, there's contact! Oh my God!
Oh, the 27 sideways. That is gonna bring this pack down to 4 cars. We lost it in the mess of racing up here at the front as they go 3 wide for the lead. James Thurston gonna go to the lead now, but the 73 kind of lost the pack, but all this checking up and 3 wide, it's gonna bring him right back to the pack. I think the 27 might be able to stay in this pack too, just because of how much they just raced down the backstretch.
Yeah.
But James Thurston now leading. Jackson Carr P2. It's the highest we've seen him all race. He's kind of just been helping people get to the lead and not really getting anywhere. Frank DeAngelis P3 and Jacob Wilkerson P4.
Yeah, Wilkerson is he's been all over the place, but he was leading just a couple laps ago. Then the 5 of Jackson just kind of pinned down the 27 of Josh Kennan a little too much there. And so that brought the second pack all the way back up. And the second pack lost one of their cars as there's a bunch of sliding going on here. As you see Mosteller pushing the 72, the lap car, and Mosteller going side by side back there. That second pack might lose him again.
I'm interested to see what these tires are doing on these cars. We see Jackson Carr got a little loose there in 3 and 4. James Thurston had a tough time holding on to the car when he was getting pushed by Jackson Carr down the backstretch. I am interested to see if these cars are getting super loose, and that's why people are losing the pack, because they're just so loose they can't keep up. You see, though, here comes the second pack. Kind of Mosteller is back in this pack. Surprisingly, he's made up a ton of ground. Mosteller and the 72 of Connor Asbell are both back up in this pack, so it's probably gonna get a little more racy here in the next coming laps.
Yeah, we'll see. I want to key up one of the drivers and just see what it's like in this group up here. We could talk to Josh Kenyon or someone who's been in the thick of it. How's that sound?
Pulling Josh Kenyon. Josh Kenyon, you're up in the FTM booth. A little under green interview. We see you making a move on the outside with Jacob Wilkerson. How's the car handling right now? Is it a little loose?
Oh my God, they're wrecking it.
No, it's not loose. But it's definitely an amazing package. I know all the viewers love watching this right now. Yeah.
So
Well, we saw it get a little dicey there off of turn number 4. How has the drafting been so far? Do you have to like kind of work the draft? Or are you able just to stay flat foot and get a run just by being in the draft?
Even if you're flat foot, you can lose it. That's what Balderas said, but that's Balderas, so I don't know. But the draft's pretty bad. Like I had a big run with Demos, then I was 2 car lengths away, and I just absolutely lost it for no reason. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I have to ask, do you have enough fuel to make it to the end right now?
No, we don't.
Whoa, big slide.
What
for
a
the lap
save
car.
by Mosteller. All right, well, thank you for taking time and speaking with
Yep.
us, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, so,
So, a lot went on there. We're seeing big blocks being thrown by Frank DeAngelis for the lead. They're trying to wreck up
I
here.
was about to say, I feel like this is the longest we've ever gone in this league without a caution. We're
Yeah.
19 complete laps, almost halfway through the race, and DeAngelis is trying to kill the whole field.
We are not gonna make it much more with the way these guys are racing and how loose these cars look. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, coming to complete lap 20 laps in, they have not wrecked. I feel like it's just because of the lack of drivers in this pack, but you see only 7 cars. Corey Lyles lost the draft a long time ago. He joins Deitch, Balderas, Ledger, Shaq, and Mosteller to be the drivers that lost the draft. Well, I guess Mosteller wrecked, but whatever be the case, the top lane, Frank got up on the top, and the 73 and the 27 went up to the top, and with that help, they just immediately went back to the front.
Yeah, we'll see what Mosteller and DeAngelis can do with this run. They get down the backstretch. Yeah, I'm curious to see how the pushing in these cars is going right now in the corners. Frank DeAngelis barely cleared James Thurston. But we've seen some pushing in the corners, not a whole lot, but especially now. Josh Kenyon says that he's not feeling a little loose. I think all the other guys are. Just how all over the place these guys are. It's interesting to say the least.
Yeah, we see DeAngelis back to the front. Now Thurston goes to the top side, and Wilkerson definitely not going to help the 69 out. Huge side draft by DeAngelis. He's going to run that top lane up into the wall. Now he gets back down, barely clear the 72. Wilkerson is pushing the heck out of the 4 of Thurston. That's going to give Thurston the lead. Now he almost splits him 3 wide. Josh Kenyon's 3 wide in the back.
DeAngelis he's really pushing his luck with these blocks.
Oh, he's trying to get up.
I don't even know what's going on right now. Mosteller
the lap car,
peaks up high.
Mosteller's
he's a lap down?
Mosteller is a lap down.
I thought he was on the lead lap.
Dan Mosteller's P13 right now, 1 lap down.
Wow.
Only car behind him is Cooper Glick. And he got really lucky getting into the pack, and he's showing that if you got the skill, you could definitely work the draft, because he was a loss over. Oh my gosh, he is loose. Oh,
He is there was contact with Frank and
straight. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think DeAngelis was trying to wreck him there. He
they are
was
banging
aiming
their
for
way.
his left rear. He's gonna cut the nose off of Josh Kenyon's car to get down in line. 72 blinks out a little bit.
Oh,
Mosteller.
Where is he going? Oh,
I don't know what he is trying to do.
Look at all
He's
the
a lap
recording.
down and he's racing up here like he's a lead lap
Yeah, see
car
the 73
on the
recording.
last lap.
He's actually second. This is the highest the 73's been all day. He's following this lap car, probably confused what is going on with Mosteller. See DeAngelis going up high, trying to fake out the 73. Maybe he's trying to get the 27 of Kenyon to go work on the top with him. Now they move up. Kenyon, the whole rest of the pack goes with them. So you got 2 lead lap cars and Mosteller on the bottom. But the top lane, Kenyon not really pushing Frank. The 72 got down. So that leaves only 3 cars there. You see the 5 of Jackson Carr on pit road.
It's getting about that time if you want to split this race in half, which I don't think a lot of people are going to do. You can pit right now and make it to the end if you want to split it in half. I think we're going to see these guys start pitting around lap 34, 35. But we'll be interested to see if caution comes out or not. That could severely impact the outcome of this race. Just off of how many cars are a lap down. Mosteller is wrecking himself. He's throwing blocks for the lead as a lap car.
Yeah, you love to see it.
Probably just gave DeAngelis some more front end damage. hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, look at Thurston cranks the wheel to the right to get up top. You see the rear end slide down.
This move is for the lead.
This is for the lead. Mosteller's out of the pack now. He's lap down. He's gone.
73 goes up with James Thurston. James Thurston's, he was almost clear of Frank DeAngelis, just not quite. But yeah, now this pack's down to 5 cars. The 72 and 87 lost the draft. So I think now it's not going to be as racy. They might make it to green flag stops, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see what happens here. Michael Deitch says in the chat what is going on, and I could not agree more with Michael. Josh says take some cold medicine, and I'm probably gonna have to do that later. Bet you my mom storms in the middle of this and tells me to take my meds.
River needs his meds.
So River needs his meds. I'm sick. I'm not. You know, yeah, I'm not crazy. I'm sick. We'll see here right now. What was that?
I think you might be a little crazy.
I think you might be a little crazy.
Here comes the 72 and 87 back to this pack. We'll see if Mosteller continues to be the terrorist of all lap cars.
I was crazy once.
Or, well, yeah, you still are, but here comes the 73. Look at James Thurston side drafting. Wilkerson. Frank's gonna throw a big block on James Thurston.
My God!
And almost
Frank
got
is
Thurston wrecked.
And he's almost done it about 20 times.
I don't blame him.
Watch out.
If I am Thurston, I am right rearing Frank off this corner right now. I mean, I would be so upset with him at this point.
He's a danger to the field.
He is a hazard.
Well, you know, talking about hazards, look at Mosteller. He's back into third. As a lap car, he got himself wrecked into the outside while trying to throw blocks on leaders. Look at them. They're blocking him. He's making moves.
Wilkerson all the way up, blocking Josh Williams. Mosteller's gonna get himself wrecked. He's getting himself wrecked. He's hard in the wall.
That's gonna be a caution.
Everyone else keeps this straight though.
They kept it straight. No caution.
Mosteller wrecks himself once again.
I think we should talk to Daniel Mosteller for just a minute and see what's going through his mind, just real fast if we can. Let's pull Daniel.
Here, I got him.
Daniel Mosteller, you're up in the broadcast booth. What are you doing?
Bro, what's he doing? He just
What do you mean?
You are racing.
Bro,
as
you are a lap down. You are a lap down.
I have a right to race them. They walled me.
You were throwing blocks that like even Throttle wouldn't block. Even Throttle wouldn't throw. You criticized Throttle for throwing a stupid block last week, and then you throw even dumber blocks as a lap car. As we see Josh Williams taking the lead on the inside from James Thurston.
On pit road. I think he might have just sped because he was a side.
No, I didn't speed. I'm fine.
Bits.
So just before we let you go, we got very intense 6-car pack for the lead here. What was the thought process blocking for the lead like you were?
I need a yellow. I need a yellow. So I'm trying to bait them into a wreck, but you know I'm the one that's the only. Yeah, now I gotta do it again. So when I come out of the pits, so.
Well, the leader will come over so try and time
How many laps of fuel do you have left right now? Well, how many laps of fuel were you going to run out?
So they're going to be pitting in like
30, like lap 35, lap 36.
Around that, yeah.
All right.
Watch out here.
Watch out here. What does that mean? Oh no. Oh no. We got Mosteller coming out of the pits. All right. We're gonna put you back in your VC. Good luck and thank you for talking to us.
Love you.
Daniel Mosteller, you see he's trying to get a yellow. He's now 2 laps down. He had an opportunity to page the field. He's going to go 3 laps down.
We're missing out on Frank DeAngelis losing the pack.
Yeah, Frank has lost the draft. So that is huge for this lead pack's survival right now. DeAngelis has lost the pack. He's blinked out. Yeah. He must have alt out forward there. Oh,
no, he's still there. He's still there. You're tripping.
So now that leaves 5 cars in the lead pack. DeAngelis is gonna fall back, possibly get help from Mosteller. Mosteller's way behind. So it's 5 cars left in the lead pack here. 30 laps complete with no caution. This has got to be a record.
This is a miracle. This is a gift from Jesus Christ himself that these guys have not wrecked yet.
Yeah. I don't understand how they haven't wrecked.
Yeah.
I mean, they have.
Oh, this 72 almost just cleared himself from the 73.
Hashtag River needs his meds.
On God.
So now we have 3 cars up in this little draft. We got 2 cars kind of dangling in the back. These guys are gonna pit soon.
In a few
In a
laps.
few laps, and that could split up the field even more. You know, I feel like one of these guys is bound to have an issue on pit road. You know, miss their pit box, accidentally take 4 tires.
I'm sure one of these guys in the back. I'm not trying to throw shade, but one of these, the 73 or the 72 is gonna.
Yeah,
spin.
we've got a huge pack right now.
That's not any bigger than the lead pack, though.
Yeah, well, the
it's
lead
crazy.
pack is normally the biggest pack, and this is the same size. So
we've got
we've got
2
a
Jimmy Johnston cars.
Reasonably large pack here. Will Shack's car. Oh my God, that's terrible. 35 Will Shack, love his machine. Pushed by the other Hendrick car there. That's Michael Deitch. So these guys are racing for 7th on back to 12th, I think. Well, 7th to 11th, and then Cooper Glick, which is a lap behind.
Sideways up here. He made a move to the outside, and he just. It's interesting to see how squirrely these cars are.
Yeah, he was sliding.
I think I'm gonna say that it's not the tires, and I'm thinking it's the cross weight in these cars, because the cross weight in these cars is really bad. For those of you who don't know what the cross weight is, it's the weight transfer when you shift the load of the car from the right side to the left side. If there's no weight shift, there's no weight crossover. It's just kind of solid. But if there's a big weight crossover, then it's gonna really veer the car left and right, and it's kind of try to kick the back end around. So I think that's what we're seeing with all these cars being loose is the weight cross.
Oh, Thurston! Look at him swerving around. 32 laps complete. 32 laps, folks. They have not wrecked yet. We've got 5 cars left in the field. Only 2 cars that I would consider to be, well, maybe just 1 car that I would consider to be a hazard to the field right now, which would be James Thurston, because he is sliding all over the place. You hear the lap cars going down the backstretch. I'm not sure who that is. We'll see it.
Please tell me it's not Mosteller.
It's not Mosteller.
It might be.
Got 1 car pitting. Michael Deitch down on
we
the road.
We got the 73 calling out a pit. So he just called out pitting this lap. So we'll see how that works out for him.
Well, I don't know. If
I think he's going alone. I haven't heard anyone else say anything. So he's going alone.
No, he's staying with the backup.
He's just not gonna go.
Okay.
I don't blame him. He was trying to get everyone with him, and when he saw no one was going with him, he kind of backed out. The last thing you want to be doing here is pitting alone. That is what loses you the race. You want to be in a group of cars, get that draft. We see it in real NASCAR all the time. Obviously, this is on a much smaller scale. But if one of these guys pit alone, that's going to be a race ender for them if this thing stays green all the way.
That lap car is Frank DeAngelis.
Oh no.
So we got the 27.
Josh Williams.
Josh
Kenyon just called out pitting on lap 36. That is in 2 laps. We'll see if a caution comes out with Frank DeAngelis. He's gonna hold the bottom.
Watch out. They're gonna go by him.
Look out, Wilkerson.
Thurston's gonna go 3 wide. Oh,
Thurston making a. Oh, he's head on in the wall.
Huge wreck.
And a caution comes out. You have to be kidding me.
Unbelievable. The first. Those were gonna be the first green flag pit stops in the history of the full Send SuperSpeedway Series.
You have to be kidding me.
And the Dodge Mopar 125 runs 34 laps green, and then Frank DeAngelis does the maybe the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I don't know why they threw it. He was a lap car.
So Frank is destroyed. Looks like he already left. It looks like Mason Moriarty is gonna go into the ground. He's going down to talk with Frank DeAngelis, I believe. As you could hear him leave the Discord call, but right here, so DeAngelis is all by himself. Thurston goes middle, and then DeAngelis just kind of, he doesn't really hang it right. You know, Thurston came down a little bit, but he was underneath Wilkerson. That's just kind of everyone squeezing each other, and DeAngelis probably should have gotten out of the way a little more. He comes up, the 73 dang near kills him, and then DeAngelis goes for an absolutely wild ride. And they threw it for that 1 lap car incident, so we'll see here.
Lyle says you don't understand how boring this is.
So you heard it there first.
They threw it because it was boring. I'm disappointed. That was gonna be interesting.
So
I'm not
that was gonna be very interesting. Frank DeAngelis, you're up in the FTN booth. You got a copy? you were definitely very aggressive when it came to the blocking earlier for the lead. You got yourself almost turned there. I can't remember why you lost draft, but you did. And then you're a lap down there. You're on the bottom. You got squeezed a little bit. Well, what's your take on that incident?
I was running the yellow line, letting the leaders pass, and I got hit and couldn't save it.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. Possibly a little bit of an undeserving yellow there. You think that is worthy of being a caution for the one car incident?
200%, yeah.
200% there. Yeah, probably not the right person.
No more fresh repairs, so I'm gonna be piss missile this next restart.
You don't have any. Oh my god.
Okay. Well, Frank, thank you for your time and good luck.
Thanks, babe.
So
let's get race control. Corey Lyles in here.
Let's talk to someone else.
I got
Corey Lyles, race control. Okay. Corey Lyles.
Corey Lyles.
What?
So Corey Lyles,
River.
why did you throw that yellow?
Well, first off, I don't know what kind of racing you've been watching because it's outrageous.
It was entertaining.
Okay. Well,
You weren't in the lead pack. Dude, they were 3 wide half the time. Not half the time, but like it was
Throttle,
entertaining.
Frank, Josh, and everybody else in that BC was
Josh was leading.
Yeah, well,
No, he wasn't leading. He was third.
Well,
Okay.
you can talk to them. They're the ones that are.
Who cares what Throttle thinks? He's in the back. He's irrelevant.
True.
Ooh.
You are absolutely right. He did want to turn me. He was going to kill me. Just want to put that out there.
That's just Throttle. Why are you listening to Throttle?
I don't know. I'm gonna be quite honest. I don't know. This race has gone to crap for I think everybody. You get
It's about to go to more crap.
Well, you get like 5 feet away from somebody and you just drop. What happened to me? I made a move and I died.
I think it's a
Crap.
skill issue.
Yep, 100%.
Oh, I wouldn't take that. So Corey Lyles, where are you gonna be restarting here on this restart?
I think 9th, 8th.
All right, got Corey Lyles P9, P8. You got both your fast pairs left.
Somehow.
And you obviously you just pit. What were your tires like at the end of that run?
Mine are supposedly right rear's 96 and right front's 99.
So
Wow.
Rear tires fell off a little bit, but it's not that bad. So there you go, Mason. It's probably crossweight, not tire wear.
How's
like you said.
how's the cross weight?
Terrible.
Terrible. There you go. There you go. You heard it here first.
Yep.
Well, Corey Lyles, good luck and thank you for your time. All right, we're going green here. It's gonna be 11 laps to go, I think. So
No way Leclerc wrecked in the same place.
we've got a real-life sports update. Charles Leclerc has wrecked in what I'm assuming
in
Q3.
qualifying. Yeah, in
practice.
Q3, in turn 8, exactly where he wrecked in practice yesterday. It's like, you'd think he'd learn after the first time.
You would
Nope.
think, but yeah.
He found new ways to impress all F1 fans.
You do. What's
What's going on in the Xfinity Series?
okay?
race?
See, that's
that's tonight, right?
no. There's no Xfinity Series racing this weekend. We have Saturday night Truck Series race. Everybody.
We don't.
So,
Why is? Oh my goodness.
Xfinity Series gets a week off, man. These guys need a break.
No, they don't.
Okay. Well, what's your expectations here for this final
I
10
think
lap run?
Wilkerson and Thurston are gonna wreck each other, and they're gonna take the whole field with them. Was that necessary? Oh. Well, yeah,
Mason Moyer just
I
talking
think-
to himself. That's weird.
I think Thurston and Wilkerson are gonna wreck each other, and they're gonna take the whole field with them.
All right. Well, this is gonna be the first time since the initial restart where the entire field's here. Everyone's on the lead lap except for Jackson Carr. I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of gave up. He was coming.
left.
He was coming off of pit road two
He left.
separate times.
He
while
left
the
like
leaders are going by,
10,
and then,
15 laps
and
ago.
he's 12 laps down now, so out of the race. Got 13 drivers left, and Mosteller and Glick are back on the lead lap. So we got 13 drivers here. Frank DeAngelis, you heard it, quote unquote, he's going to be a piss missile on this next restart. So Frank DeAngelis is going to be one to watch for. He is restarting in the 10th spot. out of faster pairs in that Smosh machine, so we'll see what happens with DeAngelis here. But here we go, coming back into the restart zone. First restart of the day on lap 38. One of the most incredible runs in the history of this league.
Time to lose control of this race.
Yeah, here we go. Geico restart
Oh my God,
zone.
Will Shack is P4.
Green flag is back out for the second time today.
Speak of Will Shack, he could not find the gas. I think he was hitting the clutch instead of the gas pedal. We see the top 5 all single file. Oh my God, Balderas is P5.
Will Shack just absolutely forgot to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was trying to do.
Freight train. He's gonna side draft the 5. And
what is he doing?
We got 5 cars pulling away from the field right now already.
We got Balderas up here. This is not gonna be good. Balderas is going on the double. He just put a gap there. We got Wilkerson throwing big blocks on James Thurston. Thurston trying to cross him up, but he just drives in the back of Wilkerson's bumper. So they're gonna stay 1-2. Josh Kenyon third. Here comes Michael Dykes and the rest of the pack. Jonathan Ledger P7. Having a great run today. We see Thurston making a big move on Wilkerson, side drafting him.
Kenyon goes with him. That's going to give those guys the top spot. But they're second on the bottom now. See if it can push Wilkerson. It looks like they're both going to lose those spots. The top lane's moving. Balderas is swerving around right now here on board with Wilkerson. He's going to get cleared by Thurston down through 1 and 2. Thurston cannot decide whether he wants to go down or not.
He was really indecisive. He got lucky that Wilkerson didn't have as big of a run, because he would have got himself turned. But James Thurston to the lead now with Josh Williams on the top and Jacob Wilkerson on the bottom behind him. Thurston's going to go up and block the top, give Wilkerson the inside. He's going to drop down right back in front of Wilkerson. That's really perfect job of lane management right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's one of the best out of here. This time by it's going to be 8 laps to go. Lap 40. This is where it's going to get interesting.
Big block. Wilkerson throwing a crossover on Thurston. Thurston kind of pushing his luck with that block. Barely got back in front. And now Balderas is going to just try to push Wilkerson through Thurston. Almost turned Wilkerson.
Back into turn 1, lap 40 to 47. This is where it's going to get interesting here. You see Piss Missile DeAngelis really hasn't made anything happen. And so they're basically all single file. The top lane is trying to get formed up, but no one's going with those two. I think it's the 73 Quinny leading the top lane. And the 35 Will Shack is with him. Now Mosteller moves up.
Mosteller goes
up
up.
to the front.
That's going to help that outside lane a ton.
Yeah,
well, never mind.
He decides he doesn't want to. He gets back down. Now Dice
he's gonna go.
he moves up again.
He's gonna go up there with DeAngelis now. That outside's gonna be up there. Balderas, I don't know what he was trying to do. I think Mosteller probably told him to get up, and Balderas went up way too early because he doesn't know what he's doing. But Josh Kenyon going up top, so we'll see what this outside can do with some fast cars on the outside. Wilkerson going up top. Thurston's gonna block. Thurston puts a fantastic block on him all the way down to the bottom. And Josh Kenyon gets shuffled out. Now Mosteller's leading the outside. Wilkerson finally got outside of Thurston. Now Thurston and probably Mosteller, maybe even DeAngelis, they're all going to get clear of Thurston here because Thurston has absolutely no help. DeAngelis is going to stay high. No, he's going to drop back down. So now it's Corey Lyles and Josh Kenyon and Jonathan Ledger on the outside.
Yeah, we got 3 cars up on the top. Now make it 4. DeAngelis gets up. He's going to try and get to the outside of Mosteller. Get a little side draft off of him.
Too.
Thurston's pushing him. And so those guys are going to get a run now. Wilkerson blocks. DeAngelis not a fan of him. So
Frank DeAngelis to the lead now. He's going to drop down. That's going to kind of hang James Thurston out. But Balderas is going to go top. He's going to try to push Thurston. I'm surprised we haven't seen a wreck yet. Knock on wood, but
6 laps to go.
Yeah.
That's 7. No, it's 6 laps to go. Okay.
6, yeah.
We got 4 cars on the top lane. They had it for a second there, but DeAngelis left the 4 out to dry of Thurston.
Josh Williams.
Balderas.
Josh Williams just not helping this outside as much as he needs to for this outside to get a run. I think Thurston might try to get inside. No.
I mean, you can hear Kenyon right here.
Josh Kenyon quote, maybe we wouldn't have to train the bottom if people knew how to work on the outside. So obviously Josh Kenyon frustrated with everyone not being able to work the top as well.
Yeah, the bottom lane is definitely the place to be right now. 5 laps to go. Corey Lyle's gonna move up top, but he just.
Oh, around goes Deitch off the bumper of Balderas, and around goes James Thurston hard into the wall, and it's a multi-car wreck and the second yellow of the day, the first one for a multi-car incident.
All right, we're gonna get a quick little replay here on what happened. So this is watching Thurston. We'll look at Balderas here. So Deitch was the one that got turned. I'm not quite sure what happened here. So they're coming off of 2. Balderas and Thurston are all by themselves on the top. Deitch is kind of sliding up.
Deitch is kind of like stuck in the middle.
He gets put through
yeah.
wide, and then Balderas
throttle
just
goes
turns
down, Deitch goes
him.
up. That's just them meeting in the middle. I'm not sure what Deitch was trying to do, trying to go up in the middle.
Look at him in the air, blow over there. Balderas
Yeah.
gets launched in the air.
Thurston hit that inside wall a good bit. Connor Asbell with a bit of damage there. All these guys in the back did a good job of missing. James Thurston hits this wall and just stops. That's definitely a fast repair for all of these guys probably. But yeah, looking back on the cause of the incident, I don't think Balderas was expecting Deitch to come up like that. I'm not sure why he was up there to begin with. I don't know if he was trying to get on the outside, but you don't drift off the bottom that much when there's cars on your outside.
Let's talk to Balderas, see what he thinks of that. Right?
I don't put that on anyone. I think that's just Deitch coming up and Balderas just not expecting that.
All right, well, Alexander Balderas, you're up in the booth examining this wreck with Mason here. Seems to be a racing deal to us. What's your take on that incident?
Michael Deitch stinks. His 5 cars should be head on the wall. You saw when he went up and doored Thurston for no reason, right?
No, we did not actually. Where was that?
No? Oh, because sitting in my car.
Where was that? In a turn 1 or when that wreck
I think no. It was before
in a turn 1. You look in turn 1. Yeah, Deitch just kind of like ran the middle and drove up and doored Thurston. Yeah. I'm not.
What? And then he came up again and just it wasn't clear and turned both me and Thurston in one move.
Yeah, I don't blame that on you or Thurston at all. That's just Deitch kind of doing Deitch things.
Yeah, we'll see in turn 1.
He had the audacity to go, guys, what are we doing in the back? Like, bro, what are you doing?
So here's what Balderas is referring to is they're going into turn 1. See Deitch in the Kyle Larson paint scheme there. Thurston's above him in the Kevin Harvick car. So Deitch just kind of drives up into him.
He just keeps driving up. I'm not sure if it was
reminiscent of when he destroyed the field at Daytona with the Xfinity car. He just kind of put everyone in the outside lane into the wall. Just kind of forgets there's a car above him, and then he does the same thing coming out of the turn.
He has a thing for just running up the track into the outside lane. I'm not sure what his problem is with the outside lane, but it's pretty major.
Yeah, he's got beef with just the outside lane in general. I don't know.
Lucky you didn't flip throttle. You got airborne. Yeah, you were pretty close to flipping.
What was it, like the 2016 or 17 fall race where Chase Elliott went like side over side?
It was side over side. Well, he didn't flip, but he kind of
he
got turned and he like got airborne. That was 2017, and then Allmendinger flipped.
Yeah, that was a little crazy. But yeah, Michael Deitch stinks, and hopefully we can get to the front. But so far, I have not lifted. Ever since I restarted, I didn't lift, and I was just going backwards. I don't understand. Yeah, Frank was 10th, didn't lift, went to the front.
Tough package to master there. Balderas coming from the back. Good luck, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, well, thank you.
All right, so a little bit of beef there between Balderas and Deitch. So we'll see what happens here. First green white checkered attempt. I think they make it to the white. They've been pretty clean. The only incident was there with Deitch just kind of driving up the track. As long as Deitch doesn't do that again, I think we're gonna see maybe a green flag finish. I have to say, Leaf Upside in the chat. Non-sports racing update. The New York Rangers have fired their head coach. So to all the non-existent hockey fans in the chat, the New York Rangers fired their head coach. Guys, big news.
Going green, the inside kind of stacks up. Frank D'Angelis with a good start. Wilkerson's kind of...
he's going to probably try and force it. No, Wilkerson gets on
kind of staying with him. Lyle, he's got help from Lyles, though, I think, and Josh Kenyon. I think Wilkerson's in a good spot right now. We got D'Angelis on the bottom, getting help from Mosteller. We've seen them work together earlier. They were doing good. Mosteller's super aggressive, super good at pushing, but you can see the run that Jacob Wilkerson's going to get with the 56 allows pushing him, and they're going to go to the lead here.
Yeah, Balderas was talking about how he didn't lift in that second little part of the back. They're all single file. They're making up absolutely zero time. They're kind of losing the draft already. See Deitch in the back, Thurston in the back. They're not going to have a shot at getting to the lead unless these guys try to wreck each other, or they wreck each other as they come off of turn 4. The 43 of Wilkerson right ahead of DeAngelis. This is absolutely perfect for DeAngelis to get his revenge on Wilkerson for the second night in a row at Talladega. So the white flag's going to be out here. They made it to the white. See Will Shack pretending like he's going to go top. They're 3 wide with Josh Kenyon down into turn 1. Wilkerson still really having no pressure from any of the lanes. Josh Kenyon's running the top by himself. It's probably not going to work. Balderas and Asbel are going to go by him. He's dropping all the way to the back of the field as they come off of turn 2 for the final time. The top lane is just still not there.
I see a move coming from Mosteller and Frank DeAngelis into turn number 3. You see DeAngelis backed up to Mosteller. He's got a big run on Wilkerson. He's going to go top. Wilkerson moves up to block. Not enough. Mosteller goes with him. Here they come into turn number 4 and out of turn number 4 for the final time. Mosteller and DeAngelis on the outside as they wreck behind them. DeAngelis, Wilkerson side by side. We'll see if Wilkerson can do anything, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. No, he will not. Frank DeAngelis is going to win at Talladega.
So first start, first win for DeAngelis. The field evaporates in the back. Balderas gets wrecked. He's on pit road. I'm not sure how he ended up all the way back in the field. He has no front bumper, but DeAngelis gets it done. Textbook move there. And then with this car, I mean, they just didn't have anything for him.
Nope. Looks like it looked like Ledger just went up and turned Wolf Shack. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so your Balderas ended up in pit road way behind the leaders. So
you can see DeAngelis just had way too big of a run for Wilkerson to block, and entering the corner, that's a tough place to block. It's really easy to right rear yourself, but you see, yeah, Wilshack kind of got boxed in with this double file in front of him. Didn't have anywhere to go. Checked up, went high, and Ledger just followed him and completely turned him. Nothing Wilshack could have done, and Balderas unfortunately gets caught up in that.
Yeah, Frank DeAngelis, first time winner, burning it down there with Mosteller 1-2 for the drafting buddies there at the end, and DeAngelis gets it done in the Smosh machine. They're gonna do a little face-to-face burnout. Well, DeAngelis is just gonna drive around. So we'll talk to Frank when they get done. Oh, now they're damaged. Uh-oh. Look at that Chevy. He's got all that power pushing DeAngelis away. So we'll talk to Frank here. Looks like they're gonna get finished with their little burnout charade. Oh, maybe not. So yeah, we'll talk to him anyway. Talk to him. Frank DeAngelis, first start, first win. How's it feel?
Feels great.
Okay. Well, how does it feel to beat Jacob Wilkerson, who we know you don't like him all that much as of recently? So.
Oh no, I like him. I like him. I have no issue with him. He did something dumb, and then I did something dumb back. We're even. We were fine the whole race. The package sucks. I don't know whose genius idea it was to run this terrible car where you can't do anything.
Yeah, we saw that at the finish. You got outside of Wilkerson in turn number 3, just too big of a run for him to block, and there's just nothing anyone could do just because you had the momentum.
Yeah, it's not. There isn't even any side draft in these things. It looks like there was side draft, but it was all aero. These cars haven't been touched since 2016, 2017. I don't know why we thought that would be a good idea to use this car. It wasn't fun. I don't know if it looked fun, but it wasn't. Nobody was having fun. It was like a 6-car pack the whole race.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, the racing didn't look terrible up here, but I guess that's just a view from the broadcast.
Oh yeah, it probably looked cool, I guess, but like when you're in the car, there's no draft, there's no nothing. Whenever you get a run, I don't know who the genius that modified the setup, but they put the grill tape so high up that the car is blowing up when you finally are able to get a run. So that's why there was like almost zero anything.
Yeah, the tape was at 40%. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know who approved that one, but
that's pretty dumb.
Probably the same doofus who approved to even use the cars in the first place.
All right. Well, congratulations on your win, and thank you for talking to us.
No problemo. I'm gonna go in my hot tub and drink some Natty Lights now.
There you go.
Oh. What the hell is going on? Everyone's leaving. Okay, so let's get in P2 Daniel Mosteller here. Demos, you're up in the broadcast booth. P2 on the night. Solid finish for you. We know this package is really tough to make passes on at the end there. So was there anything you think you could have done to get to Frank, or is it just kind of impossible?
No, I was committed to working with Frank. He helped me out when I was a lap down, try to help me get my lap back. I was working with him that whole time, and I said I wasn't gonna get off his bumper, and I didn't get off his bumper, and we got by Wilkerson there at the end. So I'm happy to get a 1-2 with him. Yeah, this sucks. I hope we never do this again. I love you, Gavin. I don't know what the playoff system is. I don't know. Like, I guess I'm fine in the.
I'm gonna assume you're leading right now.
How does it feel to be the highest playoff finisher there for the first race?
Well, it's definitely good. I mean, I'm gonna miss next week because I have a life and I'm going to an actual racetrack. So
you don't have.
I know. I just gotta say that. So
you have a life for 1 weekend of the year.
Yeah. Next week it's a mid combo, so I'm glad I'm missing it. Next Gen's New Atlanta. That sounds terrible.
No way you're calling that mid.
It's mid.
What?
Let's stick to
that
Gen
is
6
crazy.
There.
That is crazy.
Let's stick to Gen 6.
Yeah, Gen 6. I'm throttle.
Did you forget the Iowa race there?
I wasn't racing the Iowa race. I was off track and watching you knuckleheads race around.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm glad I'm missing that. I hate the next gens period there. It's a mid car.
It's crazy. Well,
and
then, is there anything positive you have to say about anything at all before we let you go?
Frank deserved the win. It was fun working with him. Throttle was having a fit.
We'll talk to him because Wilkerson isn't here. We'll see what he was having.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk to him.
Yeah, he's I like Throttle. He's okay. He's just not a good driver sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Demos, before we let you go, anything else you could say?
I Austin Dodge Mopar, me minor. I love you guys for broadcasting. All right, yeah, love you, Kreutz.
Yeah, sure. Well, thank you for your time, Demos. Congratulations on second place.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's pull Balderas in here since we can't talk to Jacob Wilkerson. Alexander Balderas, Daniel Mosteller was heard saying that you were having a fit at the end of the race. What was caused you to be angered at the end?
I wasn't really having a fit, but Michael Deitch, again, bro stinks. And Will Shack doesn't know what he's doing as much as I love him.
That was not Will Shack's fault. That is crazy.
No. I'm not saying it's his fault. He just doesn't know what he's doing half the time, but he's still a good guy. But I think... Oh, okay. So after that, just kind of stupid. And not that it's anything, but James turned me at the end, and then he went through pit road and got disqualified, so I think that's funny. So he finished behind me. That finish was certainly
Thurston did not turn you at the end, by the way.
He did.
They wrecked in front of you.
He turned right.
Little bro, they wrecked in front of you.
And and then I got...
Oh, okay.
Little bro.
Okay,
oh
so Balderas, you're a P11, you're not a playoff driver, so really nothing good happened in this race for you, so...
No.
So,
not at all.
How do you feel going into Next Gen's Atlanta?
Oh, brother.
Why do you guys not like that?
It's not
such a fun combo.
Not really. I'd prefer just any other. I just prefer a normal super speedway.
You also are kind of stinky at super speedways, so
it's a gimmick. Oh, Will Shaq just picked me and said, "How could you?" I love you, Will. I love you, my brother.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know what's wrong with you. You're taking shots at Will Shack. We love Will Shack.
I know. No. I love Will Shack. But Bo was a little confused. Although I will say, halfway through the race, I think like from lap 6 and on, when we were formed a little pack, we were both watching Canada's Worst Driver while like doing nothing. It was a very popular moment during the race. I love Will Shack.
In race antics.
Yes, because that was probably one of the most boring races in this league.
Yeah, we're hearing that.
Oh,
We're
well,
hearing that from
yeah,
basically
we're
everyone,
hearing
so,
that from everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, that
well,
was
Yeah, so Balderas, 11th out of 14th. Congratulations on the top 11, top
the
15 place
the
finish
the
there.
woohoo. Am I right? The woohoo.
And thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so that's gonna wrap it up after I put the results on the screen. While I do that, Macy, you got anything to say about this event?
I don't know. I feel mixed on it because it looked like good racing from up here, but obviously the driver's not liking it. So we'll go to next gen Atlanta next week, and we'll see how that race plays out. I think that's everyone's kind of not excited for that, but I'm excited for that. I think that's gonna be a great race. I personally love that combo.
Yeah, me as well. I think that's gonna be entertaining. Always provides great racing, nevertheless, if you like it or not. So
Oh yeah.
get the results on the screen here. Frank DeAngelis, first career start, first career win for him. So that's great for the number 69 machine. Daniel Mosteller with another solid finish. P2, Jacob Wilkerson somehow managed to stay in third. He can't finish bad. It's like impossible. Oliver Quinn, I'm pretty sure he's also in his first start. P4, good for him. Connor Asbell was in the back most of the day. Finishes fifth. Cooper Glick was a lap down after like lap 3. He finishes sixth.
I don't even know what car he was in.
He was in the Timmy Hill number 66 car.
Oh, okay.
Michael Deitch comes home 7th after sparking that second wreck there. Josh Kenyon comes home 8th. Corey Lyles in 10th or 9th, and Jonathan Ledger in 10th.
Alexander Balderas comes home 11th. James Thurston 12th. Will Shack 13th. Jackson Carr 14th after leaving a bit early. And Mitchell Armstrong and Gavin Austin did not make a lap.
All right, so yeah, that's gonna do it. This has been the production of the Full Send SuperSpeedway Series on FTN. I'm pretty sure David will be live on Sunday, maybe.
Tonight?
I don't remember when the next stream is. Maybe he's streaming right now. So we'll see. But yours truly, River Page, will be back on Tuesday for the.
What about me?
What about for the TexCon Truck Series? Mason will be back for this race on Saturday. Maybe we could get you into a couple other races, get some experience.
I think I work this Tuesday, so.
Okay, well that's a shame. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Pretty boring race from the drivers, but we hope you guys enjoyed it. We had like 13 current viewers, so yeah, we hope all you guys had a fun time watching, and congratulations to Frank DeAngelis, and hope you all have a good night.